This is Pitch the Pod with WSL legends Nikita, a year older but not wiser, Paris, and Jordan, aging like fine wine knobs. Every week they bring you topics straight from the pitch to this podcast. There's lots of pss in there as we discuss the biggest talking points in the world of football, the WSL and beyond. This week we're upgrading our talent pool. There's another P, making a den, and on your starters orders. First up, there is no I in team, but there is a Jana. It's Nikita's London City Lionesses teammate Jana Fernandez, who joined us to talk all things neatness and birthday celebrations. All I want to know is, what did you do for Nikita's birthday? Did you embarrass her? Did you give her the bumps? Do you do bumps in Spain?
We do, but like we don't do much for birthdays, right?
What?
Like it's not a big thing. Like when they get like the national team like first call up or stuff like that, yeah, it's a big party. But when it's birthdays, we don't do nothing.
That's true.
No. No, I remember like Zell brought you something, right? Like in the dressing room, but yeah, that's about it. Like we just say like happy birthday and like you guys do that between you guys, but that's it.
Oh, well, we actually cracked out the Freddos. There's some chocolates
Why are you
that Nikita
lying?
likes. No, Jordan, didn't
No,
I
I
bring some
swear.
Freddos?
Yeah, I swear she brought Freddos. And to be fair, they went in about 3 seconds, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I only brought in
What,
4,
virtual
so.
Freddos?
Yeah. No, she was doing the telly on It's Not All About Jordan.
Was
But
it was it a day off when you had your birthday though?
Yeah, it was. It was a
Yeah.
Tuesday. So it was a good birthday.
Had to do
Some
training.
people have nice
Yeah,
days off on birthdays.
that's
Hey,
true.
what have you had a nice? You've been training today, you two?
Yeah.
Tell me the gossip from training. Anything interesting happen?
No,
No gossip.
just a long chat in the video call, like in the video room.
You're like, it's too cold. Keep the videos going. We'll do more analysis. Is that what happens?
To be honest, the sun was shining today for training. Bit windy, but the sun was shining.
Yeah, it was all right today.
Okay, so we've covered birthdays and we've had a weather report. Nikita, tell us about Jana when you first met, what it's been like having her as a teammate.
Well, when I first met Jana, she was actually my housemate because before I got
Yeah,
my
true.
house in... I'm not going to tell you where to
Yeah,
live,
true.
actually. But before I got my house, yeah, I lived in a house with Jana, and yeah, she was so easy to live with. You know me, Caroline, very hygienic, clean, and so is Jana, so I can say she was a very good housemate. And then now she's a very good teammate. I think for me, Jana is pretty similar to me, very passionate, also very talkative. We like to say our points, but we also like to help others, and I think she's very good at that. She's came in and she's been really, 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 really good for us, and helped, shape the back line, but also help those in front of her. She got a really good partnership with Freya on that right hand side, and thanks to them, we're doing all right.
Oh, thanks to everybody, but oh, that's so sweet, kids. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So is she actually clean, Jana? Is Nikita actually clean? Is she tidy? And does she snore?
Oh yeah, she is.
Could you hear her through the bedroom snoring?
I could not hear her at all. To be fair, like it was actually really nice because obviously, like at the beginning when we met each other, like she would probably be eating at 7, which meant that while she was eating, I could be in my room chilling, and then when I came down at 9, she was probably watching football there in the living room, which meant like we were not or cooking or eating together, which because it was a small space there. So it was nice timings. Like we all had our space because Tani was there also some days with us. But yeah, no, she's really clean. And I actually like that from somebody. I'm a bit messy, but there I didn't have the time or the space to be messy. But yeah, no, it was really nice.
Jordan was actually in with us doing the telly at the weekend, and Jordan's other half was there, and she was saying that Jordan is immaculate when it comes to the house. That
Oh, Jordan, maybe you could be my housemate.
Yeah. I think especially when it's your own place, like you can get a bit sloppy, like when I was moving like in-house digs with football. But yeah, oh my God, if something's left where I don't like it being left, I'm like following her around the house, picking it up. But yeah, I think it's nice if you're a clean person, you need a clean housemate, or else it
Yeah.
just like can drive you mad.
Yeah. Get that.
Jana, especially because you've been, Barcelona was sort of all you knew, your hometown, moving as well. It must have been good to go somewhere with someone that was chatty, first off, for your first
Yeah.
experience, to be that, you need that kind of settling in time, don't you?
Yeah, of course. The good thing about me that, well, like, of course, coming to England, it was like I knew English already. I could speak from day one, which probably some of the girls that came in, maybe talking more for the French or Spanish, that we struggle a bit more with other language. Not like Nordics, for example, they speak perfect English, but when it comes to Spanish, it takes us a bit longer because in Spain we don't really speak English at all. But when I came in, so I had a good level, so that allowed me to adapt from day one, like talk if I needed something, yeah, discuss football stuff with kids or with many girls, like about our visions and how we see football. So that allowed me to adapt quite quick compared to maybe some other girls. Also to form friendships or relationships, like it's much easier when you speak the language, because obviously I won't expect any English girl to speak Spanish, even though they're really trying to some. But yeah, like it took some time. Now I feel like the second like part of the season, it's been a bit better. I think all of us know each other a bit better. You can correct me, kids, if not, but I think it's the environment. It's good. Yeah, like it will take long because obviously what were we, like 17 signings? It was crazy. Like it takes a lot of time to even create something when one or two signings come in. Imagine 17 new girls, different ages, different cultures, different language. Like it was a mess, obviously, at the beginning. But now I feel like everybody's a bit settled. And now I think every time a bit more, like we will be able to show our football a bit better, I think.
I want to know, what is it like to, go from a Spanish league into the WSL, because there's been many differences between the leagues in terms of playing styles of teams, but also physicality of the English league. So how have you found that?
Yeah, I'm actually loving it. It's been a big step for me because when I was playing at Barca, like when you would play league games, like there's a big difference, I think, with the teams on the top and the teams on the bottom, which here I don't see that much. Yeah, when I would play at Barca, like yeah, it was like maybe three defensive actions during all game. And if you did those three wrong, like you just had three chances or two chances or one chance. So it's like all or nothing, you know? And here, like I feel like um yeah, this league requires you to be like all the time doing like offensive actions. It like you find yourself more in those kind of situations, which for me, I think it's a big step for learning. Because of course, before, yeah, you like training level, like the level at training at Barca would be crazy good, but it's different when you're actually playing the games, you know. And I feel like that's a big difference when here, like I think none of the teams on the top can relax with anybody, because if you relax one day and if you feel like, oh, I'm gonna leave this thing, or I'm gonna like, then you're gonna like it's gonna see it on the result or in the way of playing. So um yeah, I actually admire a lot like what the English league is doing here in England. I think it's increasing, it's evolving every year. I think um yeah, that's why the why we came, right? Like that's why we're here. And I feel like that difference is what made me at the beginning decide and be like okay, like this is a good way for me to learn as much as I can, like for these seasons I'm gonna be here.
I was going to ask Anna about like the ambition of London City. Obviously, used to a London City girls, and from the outside, especially in the WSL, we haven't really seen a club come in and do what you guys have done. Obviously, Man City probably was the last team to kind of do that. So yeah, just maybe a bit more on like the pressure, the noise, but also being at a club that's, saying out loud how ambitious they are, and how's it felt going into a club like that.
Yeah, it's actually exciting for me. when I got told the project at the beginning like of the season, like for me to sign, it was like, okay, like this is something big. Like we know it's going to be big for the next seasons. Of course, there's a lot of pressure. Like we won't lie about it. They brought 17 new girls for making something big. Like, but at the same time, it's like we're taking time to adapt a bit. Like many of us are new, so we will have to take some time for like, or this season at least, to learn how the English league works. Learn a lot of like, yeah, from all the teammates. Like I had to learn names first, like how they play, which are the food, which food are they more comfortable receiving the ball with, things like that. But yeah, from the club, a bit of pressure, of course, but it's also really nice to feel that support from them. You know, like I don't think I've been in a club this supportive about us. Like whatever we need, we can tell, and I'm sure they'll make the big effort to bring it to us, which that means like it's not only investing money, which obviously it is, but it's investing like also that passion about it. Like I want to like, or at least what Michelle is doing is like, I believe in you guys. I want to make this game bigger. So it's actually really nice for us to be in a club that actually like believes in us and invests on us. Yeah, I feel like everybody's here to do big things. Like that's why Keith and I are in this team. We want to achieve big things. We come from big clubs also, so we know what it's like. So yeah, we were trying to help as possible, but yeah, like the pressure is on for sure.
And that's different expectation to Barcelona. It's kind of Barcelona, you were expected to do well and to win things, but the expectation here to gel all those different personalities. Is there sort of that knowledge that it might not happen straight away? Did you ever feel?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Like we could see now at the beginning of the season, I felt like, oh, big names, like we're all coming from big clubs, like big signings. But at the same time, when we all met each other, it was like, Jesus, sometimes like we cannot even speak 5 words to each other. Like I could see Lucia coming in and not being able to have a proper chat in the dining room. I'm like, how are these people then are gonna understand each other in the pitch? It takes time, of course. Like we won't be silly and say like, oh, like these girls, if you sign this, anybody could do it. Then anybody could spend all their money and bring many people in and expect them to do well. Yeah, but yeah, of course, it's taking time, but it's also the first season. So we're sixth now at the moment, I think, well, at least before this weekend. I don't know about now. Um, like we're mid-table. I think we're doing a good job. I think from the first leg of games to the second leg, it's been a big difference. I don't know if you feel the same, kids, but I feel like we're competing against the top teams, like we should, or like we were expected to. Maybe the wins are not coming, but I'm sure at some point they will. And I feel like it takes a lot of work, a lot of time, but it will happen at some point, and we will be expected to do so at some point also.
Yeah, the pressure will change in terms of results and turning them performances into results. But like Jana said, 17 new players, all different languages, different cultures, just different football and mindsets too. And don't forget, we also changed our coach in January, so that also changed the way in which we play. So yeah, there was a lot of moving parts and still some moving parts, but I think to be mid-table, competing like we have been doing consistently, it's, fair play to the players. That's what I say. The dressing room stuck together, still stick together, and we'll go through ups and downs. Any football team will, but I think for sure I see a really bright future with the quality and the resource and the support in which the club are providing. But yeah, it brings pressure.
We said it at the weekend, Jordan, didn't we, about the Arsenal game being a sellout. Like that's another step. You've got playing at the Den against Chelsea as well. Yeah, I know tickets are on sale for that at the moment, Jana. But it must be, you feel like you're walking in every day. You see the training facilities all changing daily. I mean, they did whilst we were down for the meet and greet before the season. Things were changing all the time. Every time you come in, does that add to that level of excitement? Has it changed how you feel about football?
No, yeah, like it's still exciting. I don't know who I was talking to the other day about this, but because I'm still feeling that motivation, like because obviously when you come to a new place, it's like new people, new stuff, new everything is new. But I feel that excitement still keeps on being the same because, as you said, like everything is changing. Like many things we had to adapt, we have to talk about, we have to. Um, yeah, obviously the training ground changing now. The Den now sold out against Arsenal. Yeah, it's good that everything is going so fast because you would not expect a new team like in a promoted team to do that in the first season. So yeah, I feel like it brings us a bit of more motivation, like everything is changing. But at some point, I hope also it settles a bit because, yeah, obviously there is a lot of things going on, a lot of noise. But what we are here to do is just to play football and to do well in games and to like do better on the league. So yeah, waiting for that to happen, it will take time. As I said, many things will take time, but yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm still as excited as I was in August when I first joined. So that's a good sign that that excitement, of course, when you're also abroad is also sometimes difficult to get. And that for me that it still is here and that it motivates me to go every day to training and it motivates me to go every day to the games and to do better and to talk about this and to like learn every day from my teammates and from my coaches is yeah, it's what keeps us excited, I think. And for now it's still that way. I don't know about you kids, but I think it gets us, like thrilling all the time. It's just nice.
For sure. I think the most important thing for us as a team is that we continue to improve every single week. And it's funny because football is only ever judged by results. So sometimes you can never explain or allow someone to understand what the culture is like within the group and how far we've come as a team because only people will see where they are in the league and then the results that you've had. But I think each and every week, each and every training session, we've grown and we've become a better unit together. And that's why I believe for sure, without doubt, not long before we get the results and the performances together.
Remember when we heard from Erin Cuthbert at the weekend, Jordan, talking about Chelsea and how that result, winning the trophy, she felt like that was proving to themselves that they were good enough as a team. Have you been in teams in that moment, like Nikita, like Jana was saying, when things are changing and are happening, maybe the results aren't happening, but as a team you're growing and it's that, gosh, we wish everyone could see what we're doing with those results.
Yeah, I think when you're in the league and you're actual footballer, you understand all these conversations because, when I first went to Arsenal at 17, we had 40 people in the crowd, and it just, that was a top club that had been developing for 15, 20 years. And you just start to slowly see things change. So, if someone said to me London City were coming in and there were 6 in the league, I know how tough that league is. I think that's a great achievement, and it doesn't mean it's lack of talent. It's just learning. That first season is such a big learning curve. The main thing is obviously staying up, and naturally with the quality of players they have, that didn't look likely anyway. But it does take time, and there's so many changes going on. Some in your control, some out of your control. That you just have to believe in the philosophy, in the process. I think as long as the players stick together and believe in the vision of the club, that's the exciting part. And I think with Jana and Keats, it's always so exciting when you're seeing a club grow and you're part of it, because you're like, we've made change to not only the women's game, but, obviously I'm sure their goal is wherever they finish this season, how do we finish higher next season and improve on all the little parts of that.
So who's coming over next from Spain?
I think he was going to say something like that.
Just whisper it.
Yeah.
I wish I knew, girls. I wish I knew. No, but it's nice to have visitors here from time to time. yeah, like I have many Spanish friends that could come, and I want them to come. But yeah, that don't depend on me or kids at all.
Pete, you better
Nice,
start
Jana.
learning Spanish.
Oh, I tell ya,
She does.
Jordan, let me tell ya, I have never listened to so much Spanish music in my life. Jordan, I've never. It's lucky it's got a good beat because me, I don't understand the words.
I was gonna say you're the one like dancing to it also
Yeah,
sometimes.
good beat, but don't understand the word. Couldn't translate.
Doesn't matter
No way.
sometimes.
I can't imagine you, Keith, speaking Spanish in your accent.
Jordan, you
How
know
is
it isn't
it?
gonna work. It's gonna be a lot of. I can't even say it now. Let's forget it.
Go on.
But it's funny because you speak actually French, a bit of it, but I don't know, like I don't know how like the extent of it, but you speak French, so you could actually learn quite quickly or quicker than some of your teammates.
Oh, I'm not sure. For now, let me just stick to French, Spanish.
Yeah, fair.
Although, to be fair, I should actually start to learn Spanish because there's a lot of Spanish speaking and could potentially be more.
Hopefully.
That was enough. I'll let you. Thank you both for giving me that. Just a little bit. So you got this big game against Chelsea coming up. There's plenty more going on at the club as well. I know you're excited for the run in now. And has that fear gone? Because I know, Jana, that you were a bit fearful of the winter, and now we're turning into spring.
Look, like this is great sun shining like through my window. This is nice, guys. I'm loving it. No, yeah, the winter. To be fair, like the worst week we had, it was just coming right back from Christmas. Like I remember like being, whoa, if this is gonna take like 1 or 2 months, then we are gonna be like struggling here. Like I like because you could not like gloves, everything, like your skins, like it was bad. But then it lasted what, 1 week, then 7, 8 degrees. That's nice, guys. Like that's so like easy to handle.
Jordan, we won't mention how cold it gets up in Newcastle, then, eh?
Oh my God, where I am, wow, when it's cold, it is freezing. I was waiting for Caroline to actually jump in and start asking you if you wore like little socks and little shin pads and stuff. I was waiting
Yeah.
for that. Shirt tucked in.
You better
Jana
not
is
wear
a shirt
the
tucked
shin
in.
pads.
Are you
Jana
a
is a
Oh,
shirt
shirt
tucked
tucked
in.
Yes.
Jana is
I
that.
actually am. I actually am. Yeah, the other day we were doing impressions of each other, and Saki had to do mine. And the only thing she did was tucking her shirt in, and everybody knew it was me. I was like, girls, like I thought everybody did that.
What was Nikita's? Win.
It
Everybody
was
win.
actually me. I had to do this.
Yeah, Jana.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
good.
I went like really passionate about things like you really like 'cause she's always like giving big speeches about the game or the trainings, but I love that energy, like because as she said, like we're passionate people. We're here to play football, to do good. Like we're passionate about this, and she can I don't know how you say it, but like yeah, transpire to us like I don't know, like I get her energy, like I get energy from her when she's like really passionate about it. So yeah, funny
It was a
girl.
good impression. It was a very good impression.
You got it straight away. Right, don't waste that sunshine. Go out and have a nice walk and enjoy it. And thank you for taking some time out to answer my daft questions and to enjoy time with these two as well. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me, guys. Thank you. It was lovely.
Brilliant hearing from another of Nikita's teammates. Jordan, is bring a teammate to work day next week. We'll get you to bring someone in. This Saturday, 12 o'clock at the Den, London City against Chelsea. Massive fixture, both teams. You can still get tickets. Go to londоncitylionesses.com. We need to have a chat about her eating at 9 o'clock at night and how that's too late. Did you not say to her about, it upsets your stomach eating that?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know what she was doing. I could just say all this bang, and I was thinking, wow, is Jana cleaning up all the dishes? So it goes inside, and I'm like, are you cooking at 9 o'clock? She's like, yeah, it's part of my culture. I was like, wow, you don't get belly pains? Because I would. And I'm talking like big dishes of pasta, and fair play, I thought. Different cultures, eh? Different cultures.
Have you seen that trend where you're supposed to go out for a... See, I'm going to struggle to say this because this was seen as a swear word when I was young. Fart walk. where you're supposed to go out straight after food just to release all the gas and everything and the energy and stuff. If you're eating that late, you're going straight to bed, right? So all that gas builds up.
I don't know. She always smelled fine. So I don't think that was the problem. Well, that was a problem. Also, how can fart be a swear word? I think that's why my face was like, what? That's so strange.
We didn't say anything when I was younger. No rude words at all. Now you can't
Definitely
stop me
making up for it.
Yeah. It's all coming out. Did you notice during that chat I dropped in about 5 times that Jordan and I were watching the games at the weekend in the studio, which we very much enjoyed. It was a bit manic and everything went off in the League Cup final as well, but it was a good weekend spent with you, Jordan. I'll just drop it in again, Nikita, that you weren't there.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Do we want to have a little upsum of what we thought of Chelsea winning the trophy again? It all seemed a bit inevitable afterwards. Mark Skinner, you see him saying, a couple of rubbish goals.
Rubbish?
Yeah, proper rubbish.
I think that's emotion talking rather than anything else. I think, of course, there'll be frustration for Manchester United because I think in terms of the team, they've made huge steps in the last couple of years, and yeah, they've won the FA Cup. And clearly now they would like to win another trophy in terms of whether that's the league, the Champions League, or the Subway Cup, should I say, Continental. But I think Chelsea deserved it. Overall, I think, great goal from Lauren James. Her quality is so high and she seems extra motivated when she plays Manchester United or any of the big teams, because that's the time, when your big players step up and deliver, and she did. And shout out to Lucy Bronze, because talk about a defensive display. Every ball that came in the box, it had her name on. No matter where that ball came in that box, it had Lucy's name on somehow, some way. Fantastic performance, and that's what you need from your more experienced players within the squad to get over the line, especially when the season hasn't gone according to plan and it hasn't been, the free sailing season that the Chelsea are used to, let's say, in terms of the league. They come together and want a trophy. A win like that can do good things for the squad and its motivation and its confidence.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it obviously the other day. I think United will be disappointed, especially with, it wasn't their best game. But I think for them still to get to finals is still a great learning experience for them. I know you say that and everyone's probably who's a United fan or plays for United are like, whatever. But you do learn a lot from it. It's not always about winning. Sometimes the losing actually spurs you to be different when you're in a final again and deal with that pressure and the environment that you're in for the day. But yeah, I think Chelsea standout players. Lauren James, we were speaking about, weren't we? Like the way she roamed as a 9, she just looked so free. She looked like she was just ready to win that game for them. But yeah, I thought Lauren James was brilliant. Tough to mark that. It's so hard as a backline being like, well, where's she going? Do I follow her? Do you follow her? And we all know her technical ability. You don't really want to follow her and defend her.
It's hard to. You get tight, she rolls you. You step too far off, you give her half a yard, she's running at you. She's very strong, and give her an eye for goal and she can finish. And, we want to see more of that from Lauren, because that is the quality that she has in abundance. Like, for me, can easily compete for winning a Ballon d'Or, and that is honestly the truth. I've not seen talent like Lauren in a very, very long time. Her quality is very high. It's very high.
How do you spot that? Is it spotting a player that can carry a whole team? It sounds like a stretch. Clearly, Chelsea have quality players all over, but when you need something, a moment, there are those players that you just think, and both of you have been that, continue to be that for your teams as well, I know, that you just go to and think, it's fine. It's all going to be all right because we've got Lauren with us. How you spot that kind of Ballon d'Or quality?
I think how you spot it is it's effortless. She doesn't have to try hard, which it just comes natural. Everything you watch her do is like, it just comes in a stride. it's like fair play. Like, she finds that half a yard, she rolls you, she can combine. She's got all the attributes to a game. And yeah, when you need a moment of magic, she can deliver.
I was at Arsenal when she came up from the like reserves, and she was what 16, I think, 15, 16. Oh my god, if and bearing in mind our squad depth then was heavy on the talent. When she came into five-a-side, you were all like, get on my team, like left foot, right foot. It was insane. I remember being like, you are incredible. Obviously, she had a lot to learn as a young player. But oh my God, from the age of 15, 16, wow, she looked like she was just going to be a superstar. I've not seen a player left foot, right foot at that age have the ability she had. Like in the whole time I've played football, I've not seen that in a player.
It's also like striking the ball so sweet, but it seems with so much power behind it too. With like not, it looks like it's not a lot of effort, but
Yeah.
she hits the ball so hard.
Little back lift. It's
Yeah.
not easy to do that. It's like, yeah, but it's natural. It's pure natural talent.
One thing at the time of speaking, it's not been officially confirmed yet, but Chelsea need players like Lauren James, Kat Macario, San Diego Wave, $8 million. I mean, I know that's small change for all of us, but what do we make of that move?
You know, I played with Kat at Lyon, and I think she's a great player. And Kat is a similar type of forward to Lauren James. She needs to be able to be free and roam and be able to, you know, not just be stuck in one position. That can allow her to be able to create overloads, because she can play in a 9, but she's also a 10. So being able to roam within that space, just in front of a back line, behind a midfield line, she's dangerous in them areas. And I think she hasn't had the most plain sailing ride at Chelsea with injuries, and then the competition that's within that Chelsea squad is also difficult, because also with the age that Kat is, you want to be playing consistently and many minutes, and it's when you're in top teams, it's very hard to do that consistently. And I think she's a top talent. I think she's quality, and I think going to San Diego Wave maybe will help her get more of that consistent game time ahead of the World Cup for USA, because that's also a squad that she's in that's got crazy talent in that forward line. And that competition is probably also another thing that's playing within her mind, to be able to compete and be ready to be within the starting 11 of the USA team. So going to San Diego, being, you know, the star player there and helping that team go on and win an NWSL title will be important to her, but also the team around her. So I don't think it's a bad move for it at all.
Yeah, like Keith said, I think a while ago she kind of became the sub to always come on, didn't she? And she was relied on as that sub on a strong Chelsea team, really, which could have been multiple people. And she kind of reminds me slightly of like a Le Sommer. Like you don't really think she's going to keep the ball, and then she gets out of tight spaces. But no, I think players like that, they need to play. They need to go get game time, because you know if she's playing regular game time, you know it'll be hard for her not to get selected in that USA team.
I know you've both had enough of me and probably want to go now, but on that point, you know, when you go to a club and your season might evolve and things change and your role might evolve in that, have either of you experienced that, and how as players do you, I know Jordan, obviously you've moved on from a club as a result of maybe not getting game time and things changing, but actually evolving as a player, you're always learning, right? So your role might change and things might be different. Those things can work, can't they? I mean, don't always necessarily have to go elsewhere to find your games.
No, I think that's always dependent, like we spoke before, on, you know, the conversations that you have behind the scenes and where your role is seen with the manager, and how you feel about that yourself. You can determine what you're capable of being able to manage and control, in terms of every player wants to play all of the minutes. Like, there's no player that I will ever talk to and say, are happy being on the bench or happy playing only a certain amount of minutes, because that's no player's mentality. But what I will say is that if you can see within the squad that you can compete and you can push for the right minutes and have that opportunity to be able to do so, then your mindset might be a little bit different to say that actually now I've had them conversations and I have to now think about myself, my development, what's coming ahead for me. What age am I at? What tournaments are coming ahead? What also Kat's situation is she's come back from long-term injuries, which also has took some time from her career. So you can never get that back, but you also don't want to continue to not make the most of the time you have left. And that might be, people might say, oh, that's strong to say when she's only like 20, 25, 26. But football, your career goes so fast. Now you're 25, you blink and you could be 29, 30. And have you achieved what you want to achieve? That's also the personal ambition of the player. And so many things come into factor for a player, whether they stay or whether they leave. And you've got to respect that, whether you agree with it or you don't, as a fan, as a team, whatever it might be. You have to respect the individual's decision that they feel is going to get the best out of them and their career and what they see for themselves. And like I said before, Kat's already won Champions League. She's played in it. She's from the US. She's going back to an area that she's either a native of or feels very comfortable in that area. So she's also passionate about playing within that area, and that brings a different side out to you. And also she's going, and by the sounds of it, she's going to be the star player or the high impact player within that league, let's say. And I think that also will bring a different challenge to her, which I'm guessing in her mind, in all essence, will help her be the best version of herself come 2027 at a World Cup with the US.
Experience and age definitely plays a huge part in it. I think you go through so much in your journey and you get some things wrong and then you get some things right where you want to make the right decision for yourself. And I think so much in football, you still have to do what's right for you. You know, you can have managers that don't like you, and then a month later, the manager could go and you have another manager come in and say, you're in my starting team, you know. So I think it's not taking things too personally and focusing on your vision. Like, you know, I left Arsenal to try and get into a World Cup squad. You know, it's just totally different versions. But obviously that also was to do with my age and, you know, what time of my career I was in. So there's so many different scenarios, but I think at her age, it looks like the right decision to. And we all know when you've been out with them injuries for a long time, you miss football so much. You don't want to miss football through injury and then be sat on the bench. It's tough mentally, that. So yeah, go be happy and play.
It's also going to be a phenomenal end of the season with who goes where for Chelsea and who they bring in and what happens next too and what they could do. And not the end of the season yet, a phenomenal week ahead for you, Jordan. People will be listening to this and you'll have got 3 points, fingers crossed, hopefully for you, no bias, clearly. And then going into the weekend as well. This is one of those weeks. How do you do the focus on one game at a time? Because in terms of your season, this is pivotal, right?
Yeah, it's huge. It's kind of nice having that pressure again. It's obviously you have to talk about it and make it real. But yeah, it's crazy how, I mean, I've said it on the pod before, when people said that the WSL2 was tight. Oh my God. Like the points difference is just wild. You know, you don't know who's going to win. You don't know who's going to take points off each other. You can play well and still not get the points. So yeah, it's a big week for us, but I'm excited for it. Yeah, it's you still want that feeling when you play football. You don't want it too easy, do you?
Nah.
Never.
Newcastle have got games against teams above them at the moment, but teams they're challenging for promotion as well. So it's the old in your own hands, Jordan, in your own hands. On that note, I will let you both go. Is there anything else you wish to add in life? Anything you want to tell me? No? Sure? Really?
Yeah.
And we can drag this out as long as you like. Is there anything you want to share? Any more Spanish? But no. I'll let you. That's it for this week. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Nikita. Remember, this Saturday, 12 o'clock, London City take on Chelsea. All comes down to the Den. I think that's how the song goes. Make sure you get your tickets. Head down to see what could be a vital fixture in the WSL title race too. Jordan's Newcastle host Crystal Palace Sunday, 5 o'clock kickoff. Get your tickets to that too. Go support Jordan. She has promised an extra special celeb. If she scores, she's going to do the Nikita, which is known as win. Isn't that what Jana said? Win. You better pull that out now. Win. Winner. Chicken dinner, just not at 9 o'clock at night. Goodbye.